made a couple plays, they made a couple as well, but I really like we were in good position. We just didn't always finish exactly the way we wanted. But guys were saying the right things and in the right spots. You know, we got some pretty good receivers that have to defend every day, so it's really good work for our defensive backs especially.
Drake Jackson was talking last week about how Christian Rector has kind of taken him under his wing and he's really helped him sort of get the lay of the land. How have you seen that relationship?
No, it's been great. You know, Christian's obviously been here for a while and has worn a lot of different hats for us, played a lot of different roles, has really become a leader of this defense. So he's taken Drake under his wing really in the springtime, in the weight room before spring ball, and it just continued in spring practice. And you know, he's done a really good job mentoring Drake.
How often do you think we'll see both of those guys together at the same time?
I think, you know, a lot of it depends on who we're playing and what the matchups look like. But I think, you know, a good bit of the time, I like, you know, we're going to try to get the best 11 guys out there, and right now I would say they probably are, you know, two of the best 11. So if not together, they'll definitely be in a rotational role, depending on the type of matchup we have.
Is Drake moving around at all for you? Or
yeah, no, both those guys are playing outside and inside in more of a pass rush type situation. So really trying to keep them more in one spot, like left and right. But there is some practice where we'll interchange them in case there's an injury or so, or that there's a tempo team going on where they can just play left and right, which is not their normal position. I'd like to keep Christian on the left and Rector on the right if I could.
Nancy, where do you want to see improvement for the second to first one?
You know, I think that tackling in space would be the biggest thing. We put a big emphasis on that, and it's something that we want to get better at as a defense. So we've made more of an emphasis in individual drills during group tackling circuits, and I've seen it really help us in practice. And hopefully you'll see it Saturday, and we'll continue to see it these last 2 weeks before the first game.
Did you see examples of improvement in that department today in the 11-on-11s?
You know, it seems like guys are coming in position under control better. I was looking more at like just the overall fitting of the coverage within the routes, but at times when I did look out there, I could see guys being in the proper position that we want to teach off of. You know, when you look at the preseason games around the NFL now, it's notoriously been teams kind of struggle to tackle in the preseason. So trying to show that to our guys that, hey, you know, we don't have a preseason, so come first game, we got to come out and we got to be able to tackle in space right off the bat. And you know, tackling is something you can't fix during the season. You've got to do it now, so it's second nature to the players, so they don't have to worry about it. They can cheat out.
What do you think of all the picks with Calado Sunday?
He's been very impulsive. He's got very good instincts. He catches the ball well, and you know, I like that he's taking some chances because you know, those are the kind of guys, in my experience, that are going to have an opportunity to make plays. Is they're going to take some calculated guesses, and they're going to be right most of the time. And there'll be times when they're not, but we also understand they're going to make some plays as well.
Is practicing like you would want from a kid who broke his collarbone?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he doesn't complain about it. He doesn't say, hey, I want to hold back or anything like that. We're obviously being cautious with him at times, but really like the way that he's attacking the line of scrimmage in the run game and the way he's breaking out the back part of the field in the pass game.
What are you seeing from Chase Williams so far? You guys had him running at safety.
Yeah, Chase, he's a guy that is a really versatile player for us. I think when you look at this defensive unit, we're going to have 12 starters, whether it's you know, a rotational situation in safety, a rotational situation in nickelback. He is going to be on the field a lot for us if he's not a starter. So he gives us a lot of versatility. I think you guys were able to see most of that on display in the Notre Dame game. He played really well. He only had one rep in the season before that game, and he played the whole game, played well. And he'd been injured during the season, but really like his versatility and what he can do for us defensively. He's made a big jump.
So you plan to use him potentially at safety regularly this season?
Potentially. I mean, we're still competing. We don't really know exactly how everybody's going to start. But he's a guy that we're trying to play at two different positions because in a lot of situations our nickel's a three-safety defense. And his skill set with his ability to cover, his ability to blitz, and his ability to play in the deep part of the field gives us flexibility in what we do. So we're excited about his progress.
What about Greg Johnson is getting some work at the nickel as well? What do you see from him that makes him suited to that?
Greg is a guy that we wanted to move in there because we liked his skill set as well. He's got really good cover ability. He seems pretty natural in there, and he's physical. And we're trying to get a group of nickelbacks that can play, because once again, that's not a position you can train during the season. You got to have 3 or 4 guys that can play it. And then there'll be some games where a team will put out 4 wides and we'll play 6 DBs. So they really got 2 nickels out there. So getting Greg reps out there this last week was important to us as a staff and important to the defense. And I'm really happy with what he's done.
With Joey Adesefa being out, we've seen a lot of go forth inside the linebacker. What have you seen from him?
He's been great. It just shows what a jump it makes for a player when they can come into mid-year. So to get him in here in January and be in the meetings, be in the off-season program, go through spring ball, he's like a sophomore when we get him. He's had a very productive fall camp. He's very smart. He cares about football. He loves football. He's very much a gym rat. And those are the kind of guys you love to coach, and therefore you see him making a lot of plays out here. So I have no problem putting him in a game.
You talked about the growth from Isaac Taylor that you've seen this year?
Yeah, he's a guy that we really like his skill set, and really we're planning on playing him last year, and he got the high ankle sprain against Arizona, and he never got back into the swing of things. So you've seen him play with much better technique as we've gone along. I think he's getting a better feel for what we're trying to do defensively, recognizing routes, recognizing stems, reading the quarterback, press technique, all that. He's gotten better and better, and we really like his skill set.